Hello to all retail traders and welcome to another video from Trade the Volume Waves. The title is Next Generation Custom Chart System for MetaTrader 5. But before we go on, let's read the risk warning. Trade the Volume Waves offers general trading advice that does not take into consideration factors such as your trading experience, personal objectives and goals, financial means, or risk tolerance. Keep in mind that past performance is no indication of future results. So, what's the new generation chart? It's a range volume hybrid chart. What is range volume hybrid or RVH? Basically, it combines price range and volume criteria in order to create a bar. So that reveals the true market structure. Unlike traditional time-based charts, RVH charts form only when both conditions are met, which means if price exceeds a minimum range of X points and if it also accumulates a minimum volume before closing. The result of that is we filter out noise and we highlight significant market moves. So let's do some chart type comparison. Up to now, I thought apart from order flow charts, which of course order flow you got only when you got real volume and transactions coming in from your broker, which is not happening in many brokers and is not happening in Forex. Okay. Plus you have to pay for it. So, apart from that, I thought that the best charts to trade were constant volume charts, okay, were fixed volume per bar, which is much cleaner than a regular time frame. So this table is a comparison. What's the trigger criteria on each different type of chart? So this is a traditional time frame. So you have trigger criteria is a fixed time interval. Okay, so every 5 minutes a bar will form. You are aware about the volume. On the specific bar, no, but you can put a volume indicator below it and see the volume. So there's no noise filtering. So it's best for general analysis and multi-time frame analysis. Renko, you have a fixed price movement, okay? And volume again as an overlay. And noise filtering is medium and it's good for trend identification and clean price action. Constant volume charts. This is what I was talking before. It's fixed volume per bar. Okay, so you are volume aware because every bar has the same volume, but the noise filtering is medium. It's good for order flow analysis if you do have it, and liquidity patterns. So order flow, it's one of the best charts, but not available everywhere, which is bid and ask transactions, that's your trigger criteria. You are very aware of the volume and there is a high noise filtering. So this is basically for professional trading and institutional flow. Then we come to our range volume hybrid. So basically the trigger criteria, as I said before, is the range and the volume that have to be met both in order to create a new price bar. Okay, so you are aware of the volume because that's the core system and the noise filtering is very high. So this is more precision trading and it really shows the significant moves. Let me continue. So that's a regular 1 hour time frame chart where I dropped the expert advisor called range volume hybrid, okay, and you can see it here and up here. All right, so on the left, this expert advisor is giving us a suggestion according to our trading style. It gives 5 different styles how to set up the expert advisor depending if you are a scalper, a day trader, a swing trader, or you want a more uniform setup. From this button here, it says go to RVH. When this EA will create the custom chart, which is the RVH charts, we have the option to click here and go directly to there. So what is a custom chart? What is the RVH chart? How does it look like? Well, that's a range and volume hybrid chart, okay? Now, apart from this EA that is generating this chart, I have also created a monitoring indicator where you drop it in the custom chart, the RVH, and here you can see the settings, the date that you started generating this chart, the suggestions that come from the EA up here, they're also down on the indicator, and you can regenerate with different settings without going back and forth to the EA. Okay, and with this go base button you can go back to your original chart. So very easy operation, and changing settings without restarting the EA will regenerate, but we will do an example live later on. But let's continue with the theory. So why and how RV8 works? Let's start with the how. The process is the following. First of all, when you load it in your chart, it goes and accesses historical tick history from the start date you will set up, okay, and will start building the bars. Then it will do live processing from the bars after your build, and it will as they arrive from your broker. And finally, when both criteria are met as far as price range and volume, a bar will be formed. So the mechanism is current bar accumulates volume and tracks price range. When bar remains open until minimum range has been reached and volume target has been met. So we eliminate low volume noise and small price fluctuations. So the key features of this expert advisor and indicator is, first of all, you got real-time updates with live tick processing. You got a dashboard analytics which suggests you different kind of settings depending on your trading style. You have a remote control, which is the indicator, that you can adjust the expert advisor without going back and forth. You have a template support, which means you can set up the template that you wish. Just tell the name on the expert advisor, and every time you load the expert advisor, it will load also on the custom chart the specific template that you like. So we have a state of persistence. It means that it saves and restores the state across the EA when the EA restarts. And we have a deduplication which prevents duplicate bars after rebuilding and having live transitions. So the system has 2 components. It has range volume hybrid, which is the expert advisor. That's the one who creates and manages the custom symbol. It processes tick history and live data, okay, and it forms RVH bars based on criteria. And it publishes the stats to the global variables and provides a dashboard with recommendations. On the other side, we have the monitor, which is where we control the EA. It runs on a separate window directly on your custom chart. So you can edit from there either the range, the volume, or the start date that your EA will work. And it will also show the same expert advisor recommendations, so you don't have to go back and forth. So, and one more thing, when you change the settings, there is a button that you press regenerate, and it rebuilds the whole chart without going back to the EA. Okay? And a quick navigation to go back to the EA chart. Okay, why use volume hybrid? It filters out market noise and focuses on significant moves. It combines the best of range-based and volume-based charting. It reduces false signals and low-volume price actions. You get a better entry and better exit timing with cleaner chart structure. It's customizable to match your trading style and time frame and works perfect with Waves Wave with Speed Index. Okay, so are you ready to transform your charts? So how we're gonna get started? For the guys that are not familiar with setting up, you just get it from the market. The EA will be installed in your Expert Advisor Market Directory and the monitor on the indicators. Then you attach the Expert Advisor to any symbol chart that you wish, configure how many range points and the volume targets you wish, and the EA will create a custom symbol and open that chart. Once the chart is open, you will attach the RVH monitor indicator to your custom charts, and then you can adjust anything from there. Of course, detailed setup instructions will follow with setup guide document. But enough talk, let's do some live before I say goodbye to you. So you can see exactly how it's done and what the baby can do. Okay, let's see how to set up this baby. Range volume hybrid. So it's an EA as we said. Let me drop it and show you all the parameters. So I have loaded Ethereum since it's a weekend and this is crypto is the only market that's working. So of course the same procedure goes for every symbol. So that's the EA. I will drop it in. And let me explain you the parameters, okay? As I said, there are trading styles. You can set up your trading style from here. There is scalper, day trader, swing trader, uniform, and a custom one, okay? Now, we got minimum range points. That means we can put the number of points that we need for the bar to close. If we put it to 0, the expert advisor will adjust it according to historical measurements that we'll do. Same goes for volume. So this is the minimum volume, either manual, you can enter a number, or let the expert advisor decide depending on your trading style. So here we have use real volume or ticks. Since we don't have real volume here, I will have it false. And now the tick history chart. Now, this is where it's going to load the tick data. So this depends on your broker, okay? Depends how far your broker can go on a 1 minute chart, because this expert advisor will collect all the data from the 1 minute chart. Next, if we want, we have already the chart, a custom chart built, or we wanted to rebuild, I will have it rebuilt. Okay, this is what I recommend. Usually have it on rebuild. Okay, and if it's going to open the custom chart immediately, so after it generates, it will open the custom chart, and the custom symbol suffix, okay, is going to have a different name from the regular Ethereum name, so we'll have a suffix of RVH. If you wish to load a specific template, I will make it blank, so it will not load any template. We can load it later on. Okay, if you want to show the dashboard on this side of the A, which makes all the recommendations about the trading styles, we will see all that. And then how many days back to analyze in order to suggest the most suitable settings. Okay, now, and if you wish the expert advisor to recalculate the settings every n hours. So right now I have it recalculating every 24 hours, and this is just a placement of the dashboard. So I will put, this broker does not have too much data, so I will put 2026 February 2 days, so I'll make it 12. Okay, usually there are brokers who can supply months of data on M1. This one does not, on crypto at least. So let me press OK, and you will see how this is going to generate. There we go. The chart is generating. All right, it finished. So we got data from the 12th, as I said, to today. All right, now I have an already template. Let me put it on white so I can show you now the remote control, the monitoring. So let's make it white. Okay, that's a white chart, and we are looking at the custom chart generated, which is generated by the range hybrid. Now, how can I control? That's a major advantage. You can control the EA without going back and forth. Okay, so here we got the EA. All right, now if I press this Go RVH, it will go to the custom chart. All right, here the EA is telling us the settings for range and volume for each trade style: scalper, day, swing, uniform, and the current one. So the current one we have set up to be the day when we started, so it shows you what's the current one. Okay, now if I go to the customers, just clicking on this button, I don't have to search. It took us to the custom chart. Okay, now I'm going to install the monitoring, the RVH monitoring, so I can control the A from here. Let me show you. It's right here. So I'll just drop it in. There are no parameters here, nothing. Okay. All right, and this is what it's telling us. Okay, it has the current settings, the date that we loaded, and the different trading style that we have selected. So in this case it's day, and it's telling us that it's in the auto mode. So we got the suggestions again here. We don't have to go back to the EA. So it's scalper, day trader, swing trader, uniform. Okay, now if I want to go back to the EA, just click the button here. Okay, back to the EA, then back to the monitor. Very easy. All right, now if I want a different trading style, I will just press it here. Okay, and it starts generating. You don't have to go back to the EA. A different trading style it generates, let's refresh. It has to wait for the ticks to load. Let me just change, for example, the font size. Now let's change the height of the buttons. So, as you can see now, the chart created is telling us it's for a swing trader, and it's this setting. Okay, right here. All right, now if I want a different date, I can go back more days, okay? Or if I want a custom one, okay, what I have to do, for example, let me say that here I want 2000 range, and volume I need 1500, okay? So right now I'm going to the manual mode, and I press it generate, and I get a different chart. Okay. So this history is so small because the broker does not have too much volume. So let me go back to the day. Okay, let me see if I can put some more days here. I don't think the broker has days, sorry. There we go, we'll get some more days. Generated. Okay, now we need for the bar to close in order to ablate, so let me do it manually. I will just change one parameter from the indicator. This, for example. Okay, so now we went to the daily style. You can see the parameters have been changed. Now, what am I saying about this being an excellent chart? First of all, focus at the volumes. Okay, the volumes are completely different from the regular chart. All right, I will go then to waist wave. So the volumes, this is a 5-minute chart. Okay, all right, look at the look of this chart. Okay, and look at the look of this chart. It's completely different. Okay, it's much cleaner, and you can focus where the volumes are. This is a mess. Okay, this is a mess. All right, so if you can look at the dates, this one, this is on the 11th. Okay, if we go back to this one on the 11th, it's right here. Okay, 11th of February. Sorry, you have to excuse me. Okay, sorry for that. Let's continue. So, what to do here to show you? In order to show you better, let's put them next to each other. Okay, and we will mark the dates so you can see what I'm saying about being a clean chart. All right, so I will take this one. All right, let's make it cascade. So this is the RVH. right? And this is the 5-minute regular time frame. Okay, so we are comparing regular time frame with the RVH hybrid, a hybrid chart. Okay, so let me put this down. All right, now let's go to the dates. We'll go date. Let's do the 12th that we have here. What time is this? Let me add a vertical line. So let's do this. Okay, this at the bottom, it's around 1828. So, all right, 1828 on the 12th. 1828 right here. $18.50, $18.20, so $18.25 since it is a 5 minute. Now look at the difference. Look at this chart and look at this chart. This is amazing, okay? Look at the volumes, okay? It's a mess. While here, you see we're coming down with no volume, and this is where the buyers come in, okay? This is very, very easily identified. Now, if I want to make this clearer to your eyes, I would just need to add the waves, the wave with speed index, okay? But I will remove the speed index so you can see only the waves. So let me just load the template. I have already templates. I don't need to set up again anything, okay? So this is RVH waves, the template. I will load it on RVH. Sorry, I loaded in the wrong chart. On this chart, we will load the RVH, the time waves, okay? All right, and then we will go back to the, what time is it? 1828, and put the here somewhere, okay? Now, these are the volume waves, and these are the pip waves, the moves, okay? I will do the same thing on the RVH chart, okay? I will put the wave with speed index. Let me remove speed index so it's more clearer to your eyes. No speed index. Okay, so we got no speed index here. The settings are the same. We have sensitivity 12. So I will load also here the waves. I got the template ready. So it's RVH waves. So we can see also this. I wrote to the wrong chart again, sorry. Let me go back, load. Where are you? Waste time means time frame. Okay, remove speed index. Okay, then go back to the 12 on 1820, 1825, somewhere there. That's 16, right here, 1825. And now here we will load the waves on RVH chart. Also remove speed index. Okay, now look at the difference. Look at the nice up waves always being larger than the down waves on this one. And look at this, we have a huge down wave, okay, and especially on this one, okay, we're coming down, then no more down here, okay, here we came down with a huge down wave, then we got some small, then we got a small up wave, an up wave, then a huge down wave, and here we are much cleaner on the waves, okay, also on the volumes. So this is a much cleaner chart than time frame chart because it takes into consideration two things, okay? One, minimum range that the price must move. Two, minimum volume that has to be completed in order for the bar to form. Therefore, we avoid noise. Okay, we avoid all this noise and we get a much cleaner chart. This is a much cleaner chart than this chart. Okay, what does that mean? Much cleaner chart means better volume waves, okay, better moves. It's easier to read the chart. Okay, so what else can I tell you? This will be available in the MQL5 market. Okay, it is available actually right now. Of course, if you download it, if you purchase it, please send me an email to send you the complete documentation of this. All right, thanks again. Thank you for watching and have a nice weekend.